Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is April 28, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in. All right, looking at the S&P 500 E-mini futures today, you're going to see that the futures are trading down by about 14 points, right around the 2076.5 per contract level for the S&P 500 E-minis. What you will notice is that around 4 o'clock in the morning, the market really was lower. They were trading down as low as 2070 and a quarter per contract. You can see that we have come off the worst levels this morning, but nonetheless, the market is down. Now, last night was the big anticipated Bank of Japan news, and it looks like they did absolutely nothing. They did not go deeper into negative interest rates. They just kept rates pat, and they kept their policy basically as it was. So again, no new stimulus from the Bank of Japan, and that index was down. The Nikkei 225 was down, I believe, about, if I'm not mistaken, pretty sharply. At one point, it was down 1,000 points. So it was a pretty big decline last night. Overall, I believe it finished down about 600 points, which is around 3.6%. So pretty ugly night in Japan, but nonetheless, we'll see how this market plays out today. Now, we did get some economic news here in the U.S., and it looks like GDP for the U.S. Was up 0.5%. It was expected to grow 0.7%. So no big deal there. But and GDP, does it really even matter anymore? I don't know if anybody even cares. But we have tons of stocks in play today. Today's by far the heaviest day for earnings, and we're going to go through the charts right now. First one we're going to look at right now is going to be Facebook. And what you're going to see here, Facebook is soaring and roaring. Stock closed at $108.89. It is trading at $121.61. Now, let me just be clear. Facebook went from a stock that was pulling back into support to an overbought condition in one day. So be very, very careful up here. Do not chase a stock up here at this level. This is already overbought right at 120. It was overbought. So again, it went from stock pulling back into support on the daily chart to now an overbought condition on the daily chart. Otherwise, it looks fine, but again, be very, very careful up here at these levels. This is way overdone from what I could see. Now, also in the news today, you're going to have some companies with some mergers. First one we're going to take a look at is STJ, which is St. Jude, and you're going to see that is being bought out by Abbott Labs. So St. Jude, if you own it, congratulations. If you don't own it, there's nothing to do here. Stock is being bought out. Abbott is the company that is buying the stock, the acquirer. Abbott right now is trading at $39.91. The only level that really interests me for Abbott right now would be back down at the double bottom at around 35.65. If it got down to 35.65, I think it is a play there. Let's take a look at UPS today. They reported earnings. Stock is trading at $107, closed at $106.46. So there's not much we could do with it here. I don't think the stock has much upside in it. So I know a lot of traders are looking at this as a potential breakout play. I just don't see it. I think there's too much overhead resistance. I think it needs to consolidate and pull back more. But this is a stock that we will be looking to play in the intraday stock chat room today at some point. Let's take a look at TXTR. This is Textera Corp. They're being bought out by Oracle. Stock right now is trading at $26 a share. That's the buyout price. So again, if you own Textera, congratulations. If you don't own it, there's nothing to do here. Leave it alone. Let's take a look at Oracle, which is the buyer. Oracle is acquiring Textera. They're trading at $40.55. I like Oracle if it gets down to around $38 today. Oracle gets down to $38. I think you could play it there for a scalp bounce. Other than that, I would leave it alone. Don't do anything. Priceline is getting a new CEO. It looks like there's some internal issue there, like he may have had an affair or something. But either way, new CEO is coming in. Priceline CEO is out. Stock right now is trading at $13.35, closed at $13.53.74. I'm not sure this news is going to rock the stock. So again, we'll see how it plays out once the opening bell rings. Not much we're looking to do ahead of that. We'll wait it out and we'll see where it goes. Let's take a look at Ford Motor. They had earnings. Stock right now is trading at $13.83. It closed yesterday at $13.66, so it's still upticking a little bit here. Again, nothing to do with Ford right now. A level I would look to short the stock would probably be around the $14.60 level. If by some chance it gets up there, look for a fade. Other than that, stay neutral on the name at the moment. Let's take a look at Panera Bread. I think they had earnings as well last night. Stock is trading at $213, basically right where it closed. We're not going to do anything with that right now, but we will look at it once the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at Celgene this morning. Celgene is trading at 104.25. It closed at 106.15. This is a pretty good little sell-off. The only level that gets me interested in Celgene today for a bounce would be $100.35. We get down to $100.35, you can trade that on the long side for a bounce. Let's take a look at Texas Instruments this morning. Stock right now is trading at $60.20 a share. Close at $59.20. There's not much upside here. Give it the upside bias to maybe 60.50, possibly 60.75. That would be it. Don't look for more than that. Let's take a look here at Domino's Pizza. DPZ is the ticker symbol. They had earnings. Stock is getting hammered. Closed at $133.63. This was a big miss. Stock is trading at $121.50. The only level that I see worthy of a trade is $106.85. That's right, $106.85. That's much, 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 much lower. So again, leave Domino's Pizza alone right here. This stock barely trades a million shares a day. So stocks like that can overshoot, and that's why my level is so low on that name. Let's take a look at another stock getting hammered today, GNC. GNC is trading right now at $27.10. It closed at $35.60. I don't even have a good level for this one. So be very, very careful with this name right now. We'll let this thing play out and shake out. We'll look at it once the opening bell rings, see if there's a pattern there. But there's not much I'm looking to do with GNC at the moment. Maybe $25 could be a decent bounce level, but right now, let that thing play itself out a little bit. It is getting hammered. Let's take a look at PayPal. What you're going to see here is stock is trading at $41.25, closed at $40. So decent little uptick. I don't see much upside from here though. So again, if you own it, trail your stop loss immediately. Let's take a look at Cheesecake Factory. CAKE is the ticker symbol here. Stock is trading at $50.20. It's been all over the place. There doesn't look like there's a great level here just yet. I am seeing some support around the $49.85 level if it gets down there. So we'll keep that on the radar today. But again, that's a little bit on the thinner side. Rarely does Cheesecake Factory trade a million shares a day, so it can overshoot levels. It is a much riskier play. So keep that on the radar. But again, a much riskier play. You must be a pretty savvy investor if you're going to trade that name. All right, let's talk about gold real quick. Gold is up about 8 points today, $1,258 an ounce. Pretty decent move. Oil is continuing to move higher. Oil is up another 30 cents a barrel to $45.62. This is a new multi-month high. I have excellent, what I believe is going to be excellent resistance levels for crude oil. So again, if you want those, come on over, take the 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat, or come over to the research center, take a 7-day free trial there, and you'll see everything that we're doing. I have excellent, excellent levels for crude oil that I have worked out already, and I believe it will lead to a pretty solid shorting opportunity. All right, with that being said, everybody, I'm going to leave it here short and sweet. Right now, futures are down 12.75 points. What could take this market down? Basically nothing these days, so we'll see how it plays out today. All in all, GDP came out, Bank of Japan news came out, so we're past all the news, and earnings for the most part outside of a handful of stocks have been really horrid, and we'll see how this market reacts today. But again, we should have some good volatility today, and that's when we have volatility, we have trade action. So that's what we want, that's what we're getting, and we'll see how it plays out. With that being said, have a great trading session. We'll see you on the charts.